Welcome to The Clean Slate with your hosts, Daniel Garza and Carson Phillips, providing you with movie news, reviews, and more. Sit back, relax, and don't forget to go to the concessions to get your popcorn and drinks. For your entertainment, this is The Clean Slate Podcast.
Welcome back to the Clean Slate.
Well, this is awkward.
Podcast. I'm Carson Phillips. That guy over there is Daniel Garza.
What's
if
up?
I put my other camera in the right spot. And today we are covering an Apple original film, The Gorge.
Yep, guys. So we are now in April. So welcome to April. Sorry, Musical March kind of fell apart. Carson was gone, and I was in charge of the podcast. And
It still happened.
It still happened.
It still happened.
It just didn't happen in the order that it was supposed to. So with that being said, now we are doing movies that we are trying to catch up on that have come out this year so far. We want to do this or a couple of times this year, just so that we don't miss so many good movies that are in theaters. So today we got, like Carson said, an Apple TV original, The Gorge. Two highly trained operatives become close after being sent to protect opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. When an evil emerges, they must work together to survive what lies within.
Yeah, so first off, this movie, it's Scott Derrickson is directing it. I think we're both kind of like, I think I like him more than you do typically, but we both like his films. Like he did Sinister, which is a great movie.
Doctor
Alyssa's
Strange.
little brother and dad just watched Sinister, and they were talking to me about it, so that was kind of funny.
Oh, nice. It's a good movie. It's kind of like a gateway
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
horror movie.
Yeah, I think it's a good introduction to the genre for like youngins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Doctor Strange.
The Black Phone.
Black Phone. Possession of Emily Rose. That one's pretty good.
Do you want to know what he was a co-producer on?
Hellraiser 3.
No.
He directed it.
Okay.
It was a bad movie.
The Visitation of 2006.
Is that the one with M. Night? 2006.
The Ted Decker book, Visitation.
No!
He was a co-producer on that.
Are you
Well,
serious?
he's a Christian, right? Scott
Yeah,
Derrickson.
he went to Biola.
Yeah, so that's so funny.
That's crazy. Yeah, but this movie is not really his wheelhouse. I don't know. It feels like I reviewed this on my TikToks, and I compared it to Book Talk. So it's like this like chick flick books is what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Like every now and then I'll look over like at Alyssa's Kindle and I'll be like, "What are you reading?" And it'll be something like, "He jumped across the gorge and came over to kiss me." And I'm like, what is this?
He's ziplined.
That's what the movie felt like.
Yeah.
I guess that's getting into dislikes. Do you have any likes that you want to talk about?
Yeah, sure. We'll jump into that. So I will say the likes, I do like the cast. We have a decent cast here. We got Miles Teller, Anya Taylor-Joy, Sigourney Weaver.
That's it.
And that's pretty much it. Well, it's good enough.
Sigourney Weaver doesn't really matter in this movie.
No, I wish she
be
would have
honest.
actually had a bigger role, to be honest.
Yeah, I was a little bit... Well, I'm getting into dislikes
I know.
already.
We have a lot of dislikes. So I will say that this has the coolest setup ever.
The premise is great.
Yeah, there we go. The premise is what made me want to put this movie on our April review list. And it's just because it's very mysterious. It's got kind of a little love interest, but it's also like they're both high, like intense assassins.
Well, and the log line is so cool. Like, two snipers, and then there's some kind of mysterious creatures. Like, that sounds so
it made
sick.
me think that there was going to be like Cloverfield mixed with like, I don't know, warfare or something like that. It's something crazy action.
That'd be awesome.
So that was kind of the best part of it, was right up until he falls into the gorge. And then for me, the movie falls apart.
It gets really lost, yeah.
Yeah. But I have a lot of dislikes on this movie. But go ahead with your likes.
I mean, yeah, I agree that the premise is great. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy, I think it's not a good movie, let's be real, but they're having fun, and I like to see actors having a good time.
Sure.
And I'm sure this was just a paycheck for them, but it looked like they had a blast doing this movie. Like, they recreate Miles Teller drumming in this, like Whiplash, and then Anya Taylor-Joy plays chess randomly, which is what is it, Gambit? There's something Gambit?
Yeah.
What was her chess show called?
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah. We said that at the exact
yeah,
same
it's
time.
just fun to see them revisiting roles that made them very famous. So that was kind of funny. And then like their chemistry isn't that good, but it's like hokey in kind of a good way, I guess. Like there's something enjoyable about how bad the first act is.
Yeah.
Whereas the second and most of the third act is bad in a bad way.
Yeah.
So like I watched this with Alyssa and we both really enjoyed the first half. Like we were laughing at the movie.
Yeah.
Like when he ziplines across to get some booty, I was like, that's hilarious. Like that's kind of funny. Like I think that's stupid, but I enjoyed it.
How lucky is him? I mean, he's going to be there for like so long and he just looks across with his binoculars and sees Anya Taylor-Joy. It's just like, okay, cool. Like
also, I love that she's cast as like every like Eastern European character, even though she's like from South America.
Yeah, exactly. And she also looks like the girl from like with the dragon tattoo, like that movie. That's what she was kind of like embodying.
Dude, they should remake her with that.
Yeah.
With her.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get into dislikes.
Dislikes. I'm going to say the script as a whole, I like next to Divergent, this is probably the worst acting I've ever seen out of Miles Teller. And he's one of my favorite actors. And Anya Taylor-Joy as well. Like Anya Taylor-Joy, when she was in The Menu, like one of the like she should have won an Oscar for The Menu because it's just
she
so
usually
good.
does a good job even in bad movies.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
like I actually thought The Menu was a bad movie and she did a great job.
I love The Menu. The Menu is so good.
I know. We debated this before.
But the first instance when they get Miles Teller on, and the whole like I don't have any family, ma'am. No, there's nothing for me. It just felt like a horrible script to listen to. Like that sometimes if you can just picture the words on a page while they're saying them, that's how I know it's a bad script. Like you can just see the words and they're just kind of.
I feel like they weren't consistent with how they characterized him either.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. And then can we talk about that final act, like how it turns into annihilation halfway through the movie?
Okay, I was going to make that point, and I didn't know if you would respect me or not for saying that same thing.
I don't like that movie.
I hate that movie. Yeah,
I know that's like controversial.
Well, so
but
I think
it doesn't work mixed into this either. It should have been whatever that was in the gorge either should have remained a mystery. Or they didn't need to go in. Like once they go down there, it really
you just like
threw me out of the movie. I didn't care.
They're trying to like
creepy.
find the reason why this is happening, and nobody cares. You just want the action. You just want the avoidance. You want the loneliness of being out here in the gorge. And
decent action though at the end. I'm not gonna lie.
The last sequence is probably the coolest thing ever. It has it's kind of sick. It's a great ending. But everything in between, the animation is horrible. The look of the creatures in the gorge is cheap. So stupid.
It's not original. Kind of looks like Stranger Things, the Upside Down, but like worse.
Exactly. And once they're in the gorge, it feels like a video game.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was going to say it feels like The Last of Us, but like the video game, not the show.
But it's like worse. The Last of Us is actually good and creepy because they're zombies. This is...
They did the annihilation thing where it's like mixed in with like nature or whatever.
Yeah, and
I do like that it has a happy ending. I kind of enjoy that it has a happy ending.
Me too. I thought he was going to die, and I think
get infected.
I think they did actually a really good job in building up the intensity of if he's infected or not. Like, because she returns home and she just takes on a normal life, and then all of a sudden, spoiler alert, you see him there. And it's been like, I think a year or so, but they finally end up together, and it's a really good end.
It's kind of a cute movie, which I was expecting a horror film mixed with action, and instead I got a romance.
My thing here with Miles Teller is, again, I love Miles Teller. He is one of my favorite actors of our time right now. But he tries to do the whole Ryan Gosling not talking mysterious kind of character, and he's just he's just not that guy. Like he's a kind of the cocky, like know-it-all
who he actually is in real life.
Yeah, or he's just like a funny guy. So I don't know if this is necessarily the right role for him. I don't know if I'd go that far to say it, but I don't think the character was written well, and I think it was hard for anybody to play a character like this.
It felt like a rushed process, maybe like in the writing, And then I'm assuming this was a paycheck movie for Scott Derrickson and the cast.
Yeah, well, Apple TV is really not doing well. They're actually losing money.
They're just leeching millions of dollars.
Yeah, they're. I think there's that one thing. I just saw something where they're losing money every movie that they're making.
Yeah, every single time.
Yeah.
And they don't care, I don't think.
Well, I hope they still make movies because I love their style. Their style that Apple TV is doing is a very A24 style filmmaking.
All their movies they've put out are very unique. Like they're all very like this movie is like it has some unoriginal aspects, but overall it's an original film. It's not based off an existing IP as far as I know. Like I appreciate that they're at least
it's not based off of a book?
Stuff. It might be based off a book. It felt like a rom-com book that my wife would read though, in the best way possible.
Yeah.
If they fixed like the middle end-ish of the movie, I think this could actually be good. And I think people might look back on this movie and enjoy it in years to come as like a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah, maybe. I still will probably stand by my favorite Apple TV.
Solid 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I was going to give it a 2. It's pretty bad.
That's fair, yeah.
But I will still say Apple TV's best movie so far has been Causeway. Hands down, that movie is like...
Was that the one with...
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence? That was a good movie.
I love that movie. Yeah, guys, so that's the first week of movies that have happened this quarter, semester, whatever we're in. I think it's quarter.
Semester?
I think it's quarter. Yeah, they're called...
Yes, Professor.
Semesters still. Even in, like, work.
What? Since when?
Since forever. I don't know. Anyway, so
I'll
guys, let us know what your take is on this film. It's on Apple TV. Let us know if we got it wrong, or let us know if you have a better Apple TV movie out there. One thing we do need to talk about, we have lost a hero in the acting, filmmaking space. Val Kilmer. Has
Gene Hackman. Should we do like a in memoriam section of every actor we've lost?
Yeah, guys, Val Kilmer passed away this past, what was it, Tuesday, I think?
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Val Kilmer. He has a lot of great movies. I think he passed from like a throat cancer or something, right?
Yeah, he's been fighting it for years. I mean, that's why in the new Top Gun, it's old now, but Top Gun Maverick,
it's like 3 years.
They had to use like AI to recreate his voice and all that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So anyway, guys, rest in peace to Val Kilmer. I got a couple of
Gene
messages. And Gene Hackman, yes.
The GOAT.
So, guys, pour
Send
one
us
out
your
for the
favorite
homies.
fanfic of the two actors together.
Okay, guys. Well, next week, we have another movie that has come out this year. We're going to be discussing Novocaine. So you guys want to stay tuned for that, and we will see you next week for another episode. Peace.
Peace. That's a clean slate.